Hi, I'm Donna Schimmel, one of 3 women partners in the Disruptive Element. Our mission is to ignite potential in people and improve leadership performance. We accomplish this by integrating neuroscience with cutting-edge business strategies that we know will help people be successful. We call this effort Brains in Business. Welcome to today's segment. Today's segment actually focuses on change, something that as leaders we face hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, at an accelerating pace actually. And the complexity of the change is increasing as well. Anytime we're looking at change or behavioral change in an organization, what we know to be true is there also has to be brain change. And that brain change occurs at an individual level before it occurs at an organizational level. When we talk about brain change, we refer to that as neuroplasticity. People joke that the neuroplasticity word is a 6-syllable word that just means consultants can charge higher fees. The way I like to think about it is that it is a 6-syllable term for hope. Because if we can actually change our brains, we can do things differently. And when we're trying to create change, different is important. Interestingly, not only can our brains change, they do change. And when we think about this neuroplasticity or brain change, there are 3 things to pay attention to. The first one is that neurons that fire together, wire together. That's one you may have heard before. Second of all, we can change with intention, or our brain can actually change unintentionally. And third, practice makes permanent. So let's think about that first one. Neurons that fire together, wire together. We often say that beyond thinking about something, it can be helpful to say it out loud or write it down. Why is that important? If you write something down or say it in addition to thinking it, you're expanding the number of neural pathways that are created and integrating those pathways in your brain. That actually makes change stickier. Neurons that fire together, wire together. Secondly, change can be intentional or it can be unintentional. We have to be really careful about unintentional change. The brain is a prediction machine and it likes shortcuts, pays attention to patterns, and it creates habits faster than fast. So let me give you a business example of an unintentional change that may actually be hindering. Sometimes I see people get in the habit of complaining to a certain group of people or team, or venting, and then allowing that behavior back. Those complaining behaviors can actually hinder forward business progress. So what we're saying is that you want to pay attention to unintentional behaviors that could actually be hindering and use intention to choose better. Third, practice makes permanent. We are what we repeatedly do. When each of us is in the midst of a change, it can be really helpful just to choose something small that we can accomplish and feel great about, and then repeat it. The repetition creates new neural pathways that empower, equip, excite, motivate us, make us feel better, not get caught in overwhelm, and we're able to move forward. So this idea of choosing and practicing repeatedly so that those positive pathways can form equips our success. In summary, I recognize that some of these ideas are probably not new to you, but thinking about things and actually doing them are quite different. We want to make it easy for our brains to recognize and adapt quickly to change. So 3 ideas. First, engage as many parts of your brain as you can. Speak, write something down, listen. The more parts of the brain that you get involved, the stickier and easier the change will be because we've broadened the neural pathways. Second, be intentional. Pay attention to the unintentional things which might actually be hindering you, and then make a new choice. Third, practice, 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 and then practice more. Start with something small. Thanks for joining me to think about change today. I'm Donna Schummel, and this has been today's segment of Brains in Business.